What is the maximum height of first floor for a story wood structure with a height of 7 meters? I repeat, what is the maximum height of first floor for a two-story wood structure with a height of 7 meters? The answer is 4.50 meters. 4.50 meters. Next, what is the maximum spacing of posts for two-story wooden structure with a height of 8 meters? What is the maximum spacing of posts for two-story wooden structure with a height of 8 meters? 4.50 meters. 4.50 meters. Under what classification of occupancy does fences of over 1.80 meters in height fall? Under what classification of occupancy does fences of over 1.80 meters in height fall? The answer is accessory. Accessory. Next, under what classification of occupancy does aircraft repair hangars fall? Under what classification of occupancy does aircraft repair hangars fall? Storage and hazardous. Storage and hazardous. Next, under what classification of occupancy does factories and workshops using incombustible and non-explosive materials? Under what classification of occupancy does factories and workshops using incombustible and non-explosive materials? The answer is industrial. Industrial. Next, under what classification of occupancy does woodworking establishments fall? Woodworking establishments fall. I repeat, under what classification of occupancy does woodworking establishments fall? Storage and hazardous. Storage and hazardous. Next, under what classification of occupancy does police and fire stations fall? Under what classification of occupancy does police and fire stations fall? The answer is business and mercantile. Business and mercantile. Next, what is the standard length of a wheelchair? What is the standard length of a wheelchair? The answer is 1.10 to 1.30 meters. 1.10 to 1.30 meters. And how about the standard width of a wheelchair? Standard width of a wheelchair. The answer is 0.60 to 0.75 meters. 0.60 to 0.75 meters. The standard length of a wheelchair is 1.10 to 1.30 meters, and the width of a wheelchair is 0.60 to 0.75 meters. Next, how many meters above the floor is the comfortable reach of persons confined to a wheelchair? How many meters above the floor is comfortable reach of person confined to a wheelchair? The answer is 0.70 to 1.20 meters. 0.70 to 1.20 meters. How many meter how many meters is the comfortable clearance for knee and leg space under tables for wheelchair users? How many meters is the comfortable clearance for knee and leg space under tables for wheelchair users? 0.74 meters. The comfortable clearance for knee and leg space under tables. This is for wheelchair users. 0.74 meters. Next, accessibility, reachability, usability, orientation, workability, and efficiency, and blank are the basic planning requirements of BP344. I repeat, accessibility, reachability, usability, orientation, workability, and efficiency, and blank are the basic planning requirements of BP344. The answer is safety. We have seven basic planning requirements of BP344. Aru, Aruwis, Aruwis, ARUOWES. Accessibility, R. Reachability, U. Usability, O. Orientation, W. Workability, E. Efficiency, and S. Safety. Aruwis. Next, number of wheelchair seating for an assembly seating capacity of 51 to 300. What is the number of wheelchair seating for an assembly seating capacity of 51 to 300? Should provide for wheelchair seating. For wheelchair seating. What is RA 7277? RA 7277. The answer is Magna Carta for Disabled. Magna Carta for Disabled. Magna Carta for Disabled Persons. Next, along interior passageway providing access to several rooms. This is a long interior passageway providing access to several rooms. The answer is corridor. Corridor. Next, a raised rim of concrete, stone, or metal which forms the edge of street and sidewalk or etc. I repeat, a raised rim of concrete, a stone, or metal which forms the edge of the street, sidewalk. The answer is curb. Curb.